Hey, I'm at Jim. You're watching the Comic Vet.
Hello, Comic Army. My name is Chris the Comic Vet. Hope this video finds you safe and well. Well, it is an incredibly hot and humid day. There's almost no air movement whatsoever, and it kind of looks like it's about to get into a pretty big thunderstorm. But that's not going to stop this video. It's time to take a look at what's in my pull list. This week is a pretty solid week. And I got to give a shout out to Chris from Retro Rocket Comics, my LCS, your LCS, friend of my channel, friend of your channel. Again, you'll be doing me a solid if you follow Chris across all the social media platforms for Retro Rocket Comics. Chris knows that I have a very soft spot in my heart for Western comics, as my father, who read comic books in his youth, really enjoyed American Westerns comic books, and Marvel released recently their Marvel 85th Anniversary Special, issue number 1. It is a variant copy featuring the Rawhide Kid, and Chris just hooked me up with this beautiful cover. And again, I find myself thinking about my father right now. And again, Chris, thank you so much. This is gonna have a special place in my PC. As you can see, there's bullet holes all around the Rawhide Kid, and he's actually checking out the new X Factor #1 that I believe was dropped last week or the week before. So again, Chris, thank you so much for this. It's very special, and I appreciate it. Let's get into what I picked up. The first one is, as always, we start with the franchise, and that is Marvel Comics: The Amazing Spider-Man. This is issue 56, better known as Legacy 950. This is an expensive book as it's oversized, and I don't know what to think about this cover. I kind of think it's like a D on, a grading scale of A to F. This is barely a passing grade in my opinion. But here you have Tombstone holding down Peter slash Spider-Man, and Chris and I were kind of talking about it, and I said to him, at this point, it needs to either be one of the best writers of the moment that they got, Chip Zdarsky or Jed MacKay, and it has to be one of their best pencilers. I'm thinking maybe Patrick Gleason handling the interiors, because this is just not good enough. This is your franchise brand. This is the character that's most known for Marvel Comics. You can argue with me. I'm not going to be receptive to it. It is Spider-Man. And this is the Amazing Spider-Man. And this is just not good enough. For a cover A, for a flagship issue, and an important issue like 950, this is just not good enough. Yes, this is better Ramita work than what he's been pushing out on Daredevil. Thank God that's actually a good story. But this is not quality enough to be on a special edition like 950, which has a $7.99 US cover price. This should have been J. Scott Campbell, Art Germ, pick your poison. It should have been one of the hot artists of the moment. Not this. It's enough negativity. Let's get into something that I'm really interested in, and that is Chasm, issue number 1, Curse of Cain. Yes, Cain is back. Chasm, issue number 1. Again, pretty nice cover. No complaints. As you can see, Chasm's in the forefront. Cain's in the background there. I like it. There was some other cool variants, but sometimes, just the cover A is good enough. And in this case, it is. Really, really nice work. I do like the character. I like to see where Ben Reilly's going to be going as a villain again. And Chasm, issue number 1. Now let's get into another expensive book. This is $7.99, and I hope it delivers. Jonathan Hickman has been doing a great job with Ultimate Spider-Man, so I'm rolling the dice on Aliens versus Avengers. Again, really nice cover. Kind of looks like Gist may have done this cover. I don't see any markings to see who the cover artist is, but either way, it might be Ribic. But really, really nice cover. Looking forward to getting into this. Personally, I think the Aliens should just wipe out the Avengers. There's just no keeping up. The acid that a Xenomorph can spit out, I think would just tear through Iron Man's suit there. Other than maybe Mjolnir doing some damage, I don't know about that one. But let's get into some independents, and I'm going to go to issue 12, Avoid Rivals. Again, still really enjoying this. I still think Transformers is probably the best stuff that's coming out of this particular brand, but Void Rivals has been terrific. And if you have issue 4, I wrote a letter that made it. Now let's get into my favorite independent of all. That is Something is Killing the Children. This is issue 40. My goodness, we're already at 40. Of James Tynion's masterpiece, Something is Killing the Children. I don't know how many more issues we're going to get for this particular arc, which is not really an arc. It's a series of one-shots, just telling stories of younger Erica after she became a member of the House of Slaughter. But here we are. Interesting cover by Werther Dell'Edera. And of course, you know Jenny Frison had to do a cover as well. This is terrific. I love it. I really, really like her take on Erica Slaughter. And this one, again, really, really nice. Not overly sexualized. Just a solid cover with a great background. Now it's time for Cover of the Week. Cover of the Week is the FOC variant for Something is Killing the Children 40, and it is spectacular. Now, again, I'm not sure who the artist is, but they did a great job with Erica. I really like the red light that's happening on the cover here. There's a lot to dissect, just from the grass to Erica, you know, to the monster that she's turning towards. Looks really nice. So again, thank you to Chris for hooking me up with the FOC variant for Something is Killing the Children 40. And the final one that I'm going to show from Something is Killing the Children is the gold foil variant by Dell'Edera, and it is nice. As you can see, her mask is up here with her hair flowing behind her. I have managed to get my hands on all the gold foil variants so far for this particular arc. It has not been cheap, but here we are, and she's kind of, oh, pardon me, this is actually not Erica. It's the Duplicity, the villain from the last particular arc. I guess I should have caught that earlier, but here you can see the eye. And if you read the arc, you'll know that the monster can shapeshift, and at one point shapeshifted into what Erica looked like. And this is that particular moment. So you can see there's claws for hands. Again, apologies. I thought it was Erica just by the first look, but I didn't have a chance to actually go over the cover in great detail. But yes, it is the Duplicity shape-shifting monster from the last arc that featured Cutter versus Erica versus the monster. And the last book I'm going to show is also from Image. It is simply excellent. Fiona Staples and Brian K. Vaughan are an excellent tandem, and they are still pushing out Saga. This is issue 68 from Saga. And yeah, there's a little bit to dissect from the cover there. I will leave that to yourself. Try and figure out what it is. But Saga 68, and I hope that there's no more breaks, because Saga's had a couple long breaks, and I hope that BKV and Fiona Staples have it basically wrapped up, because I know it's going to be crossing into the hundreds before it shuts down, not too far in past issue 100, and that'll be the end of that for Saga. And then going to be chasing the compendium, and then the hardcover that has all of it. But anyways, here we are. Saga 68. All right. Well, Comic Army, what say you? Do you agree with me on the FOC variant for Cover of the Week? I think you would agree with me that it's certainly not The Amazing Spider-Man, the cover A for issue 940. I think anyone would agree with me on that one. But here we are. Anyways, thank you so much for spending some time with me. Hit that thumbs up button. Make sure you're subscribed. Leave a comment. I try to respond to every single comment that gets up to my channel. And if you're interested in becoming a member of the Comic Army, there are now 2 tiers for you to select from. Until we see you again, thank you so much for your time.